today. There you go. Well, what a week it's been. The Euros have been as boring as all fuck. England have played like a bunch of, well, I'd say 12-year-olds, but 12-year-olds play better than that. But things have been happening. There's a few channels that I watch that have really started to buzz along. Just Joe, the hardest, self-proclaimed, of course, hardest man working in YouTube, has been buzzing them out with the watch-alongs and the morning Euro wind up, and he's going to do the Copacabana, la-di-da-di-da, that sort of thing. But there's a few really good things that have happened this week that I've been really impressed with. And we ought to know better, eh? Really, we ought to know better. What a performance. What a podcast that was with Larry Nance. It was insightful. It was honest. It was absolutely brilliant. Luke, you're a bloody genius. Luke, Carl, and I think Smarty it was. We were really impressed. Even my wife, who doesn't, she watches over my shoulder and she shows a little interest, but she was very impressed with the way he handled himself, what he had to say, his honesty. It was fantastic. If you get a chance, go and have a look at it. If you want to know what the investors are all about, especially the small investors, you go and have a look. There's some golden nuggets in there, as the voice of reason would say. Absolutely brilliant. Now, for those of you been watching, one of my favourite channels actually is The View, because Jer does daily news updates, and they only go for about 5 to 10 minutes, and he just gives you quick updates, and he goes on about rumours, and he'll tell you whether the rumours are, he reports it because it's a rumour, and whether it's true or not. And like he says, you either take it with a pinch of salt or you take it with a truckload of salt. So it doesn't matter. But he's also doing podcasts on it was Friday for me. Well, yeah, it'd be a Friday for him. So I watched it yesterday. This time difference fucking does your head in. Anyway, he did one with Locky. And, he did one with Locky last week as well. Come to think about it. So, what a lucky bastard Locky is. No, but it's really good. And it's very insightful. I keep using that word, eh? Insightful. It was very, it opens your mind to things, especially for me, because I've been out of football for 40-odd years or whatever, So for me to start getting back into it. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is Locky. Locky Leeds. Oh, by the way, most of you will watch Jer's channel. If you've got any brains, you'll be watching his channel anyway, because he's spot on. Anyway, Locky, the lad has come along so far, especially since we've gone into the Euros. He's really found, I think, he's really found his niche, and he gets really excited. And now he's doing 20-minute videos. Now, normally I don't watch 20-minute videos because unless it's interesting. Right, Jer and Locky did the podcast that was supposed to last half an hour, and it went for 40 minutes, and I watched that. And Orta Knows Better did that podcast with Larry Nance, and I thought I'd have a look. I lasted the whole hour and 16 minutes, I think it was. So it just goes to show that even though I sit there and say, I can't stand watching an hour's worth of... if the content's good enough, I'll watch it. And the same will anybody else who's got half a brain. Anyway, with Locky, he does these little things with players and explaining to you who the players are, players that we should get, their pros and their cons, what's good about them, what's bad about it, what is it? Improvements? Should be improvements. Anyway, the grammar police have got on to Locky, and I'm sure he's fixed that up. And it's product cleanliness. Yes, I notice these things. Anyway, he's done brilliant. But he did one yesterday, or the last one he did, and he was talking about Red Bull and what Red Bull can bring to Leeds United. And this was a brilliant. It wasn't quite as good as Orta Knows Better. No, it was as good. It was as good because he gave you an insight into what Red Bull will bring as far as fitness is concerned. Now, the one thing I've always gone on about when I talk about Leeds United is the mentality. These players can play football. They can do it all. Like this Harrison and whatever his name is. He can play. Is he any good? Yeah, of course he is. But has he got that Leeds spirit? Has he got that Leeds mentality? And what Red Bull actually can bring to you is not only your fitness, but they work on the whole person, your mindset, your mental capacity. And it was right up my alley because that's exactly what I did when I was working. Back in 1990, I was working for the Nissan. I got headhunted. Ended up working offered a job at Nissan Motor Company in Melbourne, Australia. So I went over there. I did 3 months in Japan learning about lean management, and I had to put together a crew of people to start a press shop making car parts. We're talking doors, roofs, inners, outers, the whole lot. And we became, within a 2-year period, we became the top-notch press shop within the southern hemisphere. And then they closed the place down. And you want to know how I found out that I was losing the job? Sunday evening, I was watching the 6 o'clock news, and it came up that the Nissan Australia company was closing down. So we had to wait all night until Monday morning to go into work to find out what we already knew. How disgusting was that? But that's life, and that's the way it is. Anyway, getting back to that, and we're at Teams in with Locky. I had to get a group of people and teach them how to run a press shop and do it in a professional manner, cleanliness, orderliness, tidiness, and we had to work on the mental stuff, and we had to find fit people, square pegs in square holes, not round pegs in square holes. And Locky explains it brilliantly. So what I reckon you should do is go and give them a go. Go and have a look at it. And have a look at the players that he thinks who Leeds should look at to get. Because the only problem I have with getting players is I want to make sure they have the Leeds United oomph, the heart pump, the things. Anyway, somebody mentioned about Joe Roden. Maybe he's not good enough to be in the lead side. Well, I reckon I look at it like this, and some famous person said it. And what was it? I may not be the best footballer in the world, but I can stop the best footballers in the world. I think Roden fits that perfectly. I remember seeing a video when Patrick Bamford missed the penalty. I've forgotten which game it was, and I don't really care. But I saw Joe Roden's reaction because they did a long shot from behind the Leeds goal, and it was looking down the pitch, and Joe Roden absolutely lost it. He was furious. That's the Leeds spirit. And on that note, a quick mention, Jack City Leeds has got a new song out, and it comes out July the 19th. Go check his website out. I think it's on Jack City Music. I'm not sure. I should have done my research, but I'm just a lazy bastard. For those of you that are interested, I'm doing all right with my non-drinking. I haven't had a problem so far. And tomorrow is 2 weeks. Doesn't seem that long, but I don't seem to have a problem with it. I think the first week where I had all the drugs and all the other things to help me, stop you from going Lulu, worked out all right. Anyway, that'll be all from me for now. Thank you very much for listening. If this is what makes me laugh too, I've got to share this with you because people at the beginning of the video say like, subscribe, and join the channel. Well, why should I like it? I don't know whether I like it or not. So you should save it till the end, shouldn't you? Really? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'll give one Leeds channel kind of a good shout out because I've enjoyed his little when he does the walkarounds. I think he's in Spain or somewhere, and he's doing the little walkarounds, and he's talking about Leeds and the little bits and pieces, and He shows you the scenery and just explains a little bit about the, that's great stuff. And I'm so pleased that a lot of these content creators have come so far from what they were. Joe, Joe with his dressing gown, Connor in the cupboard. Like I've gone through all that before. Anyway, I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. There'll be links below for all the people that I follow. There's just Joe Blackburn, Jer from The View, Locky, Leeds Lately, The Square Ball, Dave, hope you're well, hope you're all healthy, One Leeds News Channel, Ollie Ward, Jack City Leeds, Watch Along Leagues, Gary, he does a watch along, Orta know better. Did I say The Square Ball? Well, I mentioned The Square Ball. Paul from Leeds Therapy, and Peacock Whites, Leeds UFC is one that I've picked up that I have been checking out. Now, I hope you all have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. Okay? Bye for now.